Do you ever find yourself wondering why a truly restful night's sleep becomes such a coveted yet elusive luxury as we get older? It often feels like restless nights and light, interrupted sleep just become the norm after a certain age. But here's the good news: that's simply not the case. Healthy, restorative sleep is absolutely achievable for everyone, no matter your age. In this video, we're going to dive into 8 golden rules for better sleep, specifically tailored for older adults. Get ready to uncover some surprising facts and debunk a few popular myths along the way. For a long time, it was widely believed that seniors naturally needed less sleep. However, current research clearly shows that our fundamental need for sleep doesn't actually decrease. What changes are the quality and the cycles of our sleep. We often overlook these crucial shifts, and that can lead to persistent tiredness and a noticeable decline in our overall well-being. All right, rule number 1, and perhaps the most crucial: consistency is key. Imagine you have a highly precise biological clock ticking away inside you. This clock is responsible for our circadian rhythms. It doesn't just regulate sleep, but also appetite, body temperature, and hormone production. And this internal clock absolutely thrives on predictability. When you go to bed and wake up at the same time every single day, you're essentially calibrating it. It starts running like clockwork. Your body prepares for sleep in advance by producing melatonin, and in the morning it gets ready for waking up by increasing cortisol levels. Many people think, I've been getting up early all week, so I'll just sleep in on the weekend. But that's a major mistake. For your body, it's like giving it jet lag. It gets totally thrown off. Come Monday, waking up feels even worse. Try to stick to your schedule even on Saturdays and Sundays. The difference in your wake-up time shouldn't be more than an hour. Trust me, this simple habit can work wonders. You'll fall asleep more easily and wake up feeling refreshed and naturally energized. Your body will thank you for it. Rule number 2, create your ideal bedroom. Your bedroom should be a true sleep sanctuary, not an extension of your office or a makeshift movie theatre. Your brain needs to clearly understand this room is for rest. If you work on your laptop in bed or watch TV there, you're creating the wrong associations. Your bed should be reserved strictly for sleep and intimacy. Now, let's talk about the 3 pillars of an ideal bedroom: darkness, silence, and coolness. Let's start with darkness. Complete darkness signals your brain that it's time to produce melatonin, the sleep hormone. Invest in blackout curtains or blinds that block out street light. Cover or turn away any glowing indicator lights on your electronic devices. Even a sleep mask can be an excellent solution. Next up, silence. External sounds, even if they don't fully wake you, can disrupt your deep sleep cycles. If street noise or a partner's snoring is an issue, don't hesitate to use earplugs. Some people find relief in white noise machines, which mask sudden or disruptive sounds. Finally, a cool temperature. For quality sleep, your body temperature needs to drop slightly. The optimal bedroom temperature is around 18 to 20 degrees Celsius. Always air out your room before bed. Sleeping in a cool, fresh environment leads to much deeper and more beneficial rest. Let's move on to our 3rd rule. This one focuses on what we eat and drink in the evening. Many people make the mistake of having a heavy dinner right before bed. Heavy, greasy, or spicy food puts a significant strain on your digestive system. While your body is getting ready to rest, you're forcing it to work the night shift, digesting food. This can lead to discomfort, heartburn, and simply prevent you from getting that deep, restorative sleep you need. Try to make your last meal light and have it 2 to 3 hours before bedtime. Now let's talk about drinks. Caffeine is a well-known sleep disruptor. And it's not just coffee. Strong black or green tea, cola, and even chocolate contain this stimulant. It's important to remember that caffeine has a long-lasting effect. The effects of a cup you drink at 4 p.m. can still be felt as late as 10 p.m. That's why it's best to cut out caffeinated drinks after lunch. Here's a popular myth: a glass of wine helps you sleep. While alcohol might make you feel drowsy, the quality of that sleep will be very poor. It disrupts your sleep architecture, especially the deep, crucial phases. As a result, you might wake up in the middle of the night feeling groggy or exhausted in the morning, so it's best to avoid alcohol in the evening. Instead, opt for a warm herbal tea, such as chamomile or peppermint. Our fourth rule is straightforward. Stay active during the day for a restful night's sleep. You might wonder, what's the connection? It's quite direct. Regular physical activity is one of nature's best remedies for insomnia. It helps burn off excess energy and reduces stress hormones, which often prevent us from relaxing and drifting off to sleep. What's more, moderate exercise during the day slightly raises your body temperature. As it gradually declines in the evening, this sends a powerful signal to your brain. It's time to sleep. You don't need to break any Olympic records. A brisk 30-minute walk daily, swimming, light stretching, or even active gardening, all of these work wonderfully. The key is consistency. But there's one crucial nuance: timing. Avoid intense workouts within 2 or 3 hours of bedtime. That kind of activity will do the opposite. It'll energize you. It gets your heart pumping and raises your core body temperature. Instead of unwinding, your body shifts into ready mode. So remember, that pleasant fatigue from daytime activity is your best ally for a truly deep night's sleep. The fifth rule is becoming more and more vital in our digital world, and it's this simple: unplug from screens. Smartphones, tablets, computers, and TVs. All these devices give off what's known as blue light. During the day, this light can actually be beneficial. It helps us feel alert and awake, but in the evening it starts to work against us. Blue light tricks our brain. It suppresses the production of melatonin, the very hormone responsible for making us feel sleepy and ready for bed. Our brain thinks it's still daytime and doesn't signal the body to prepare for sleep. As a result, even if you feel tired, falling asleep becomes incredibly difficult. So, make it a rule to implement a digital curfew. Try to put away all your gadgets at least an hour before bedtime. What can you do with this extra time? Go back to some good old-fashioned activities. Read a physical book. Just make sure to choose something calming, not an exciting thriller. Listen to soothing music or an audiobook, or simply talk to your loved ones. This simple change to your evening routine can dramatically improve how quickly you fall asleep and the overall quality of your rest. Give your brain the signal that the day is done and it's time to unwind, not process new information from a bright screen. Our sixth tip is all about creating your own personalised winding down rituals. Our days are often packed with stress, tasks, and worries. You can't just flip a switch to turn off that constant flow of thoughts and instantly drift off to sleep. Your brain needs a gentle nudge to transition from active wakefulness to peaceful rest, and that's exactly where evening rituals come in handy. What kind of rituals are we talking about? Anything that brings you a sense of peace and relaxation. For some, it might be a warm bath infused with essential oils like lavender. The warm water soothes your muscles, and the slight drop in body temperature afterwards helps prepare your body for sleep. For others, it could be simply reading a book quietly under dim lighting. Relaxation techniques are also incredibly effective. Think deep diaphragmatic breathing, a slow inhale through your nose, holding your breath for a couple of seconds, then a long, slow exhale through your mouth. This technique helps slow your heart rate and calm your entire nervous system. Gentle stretching or a short meditation session can also work wonders. The key is consistency. When you repeat the same sequence of relaxing activities every evening, you create a powerful conditioned reflex. Your brain starts to recognize the pattern, essentially getting the signal. Okay, we've done this. It's almost time for sleep. This helps your mind switch gears and fully prepare for a deep, restful night. So, find what truly resonates with you and turn it into a beneficial habit. Our seventh rule centers on daytime napping. The trick is to find that perfect balance, ensuring it doesn't disrupt your precious night's sleep. As we age, that urge to grab a quick nap during the day becomes completely natural, and these short daytime sleeps, often referred to as power naps, can actually be incredibly beneficial. They can help reset your brain, sharpen your focus, and even lift your spirits. The sweet spot for these power naps is typically 20 to 30 minutes. This duration is just enough to refresh you without allowing you to drift into a deep sleep phase. The result? You'll wake up feeling alert and well rested. However, if your daytime nap stretches on for too long, we're talking over an hour, or if you take it too late in the day, especially after 3 or 4 in the afternoon, it can seriously backfire. This kind of nap essentially steals from your natural need for nighttime sleep. Come evening, you simply won't feel tired. You'll find yourself tossing and turning, unable to drift off, completely throwing your entire sleep schedule out of whack. So, if you're hit with an overwhelming wave of sleepiness during the day, go ahead and treat yourself to a short rest. Just make sure to set an alarm so you don't doze off for more than half an hour, and try to schedule these naps earlier in the day. This way, you'll get that much-needed energy boost without disrupting your crucial nighttime sleep-wake cycle. And finally, the 8th, and very important rule, don't be afraid to see a doctor. If you've tried all the advice, established a good routine, created ideal sleeping conditions, but insomnia still plagues you, it's a strong indication that you should consult a professional. Chronic sleep problems are more than just an inconvenience. They can be a symptom of more serious underlying health conditions. For instance, frequent nighttime awakenings could be linked to obstructive sleep apnea, where breathing repeatedly stops and starts during sleep, or to restless leg syndrome, which causes an uncontrollable urge to move your legs. Insomnia can also be a sign of heart problems, thyroid issues, or even depression. Don't try to self-medicate or take sleeping pills without supervision. Only a sleep specialist or your general practitioner can conduct the necessary examination and uncover the true cause of your sleep problems. They can then recommend the right treatment plan that addresses the root cause, rather than just masking the symptoms. Remember, prioritizing your sleep is a vital part of your overall health and well-being. Don't ignore the signals your body is sending you. Let's bust a widespread myth right now. Many people believe that sleeping pills are the magic bullet for insomnia. Just pop a pill and you'll sleep soundly until morning. Sounds tempting, doesn't it? But in reality, things are much more complicated than that. Yes, in certain situations, like severe stress or jet lag, a doctor might prescribe sleeping medication for a very short period. They can indeed help you temporarily get some sleep. However, long-term and uncontrolled use of sleeping pills can do more harm than good. Firstly, many of them are highly addictive. Over time, you'll need increasingly higher doses to achieve the same effect, and if you try to stop, you might experience withdrawal symptoms, with your insomnia returning with a vengeance. Secondly, sleep induced by pills often differs significantly from natural sleep in its structure. It might not be as deep or as restorative, so you might sleep for 8 hours but still wake up feeling groggy and unrested. Additionally, many of these medications have side effects like daytime drowsiness, dizziness, and coordination problems. So remember, sleeping pills aren't a solution, they're more of a crutch. The real solution lies in focusing on proper sleep hygiene and addressing the root causes of insomnia, which is exactly what we're discussing today. Now let's talk about what you're actually sleeping on. It's easy to forget just how crucial your mattress and pillow are for a good night's sleep. Consider this: you spend roughly a third of your entire life in bed. If your mattress is old, lumpy, saggy, or has springs poking through, it simply can't provide the proper support your spine needs. Instead of relaxing, your muscles are constantly tense throughout the night, trying to compensate for an awkward position. This leads to those familiar morning aches and pains in your back, neck, and lower back, along with constant tossing and turning as you try to find a comfortable position. A good mattress should be supportive enough to maintain your spine's natural alignment, yet still incredibly comfortable. There's no one-size-fits-all perfect mattress. The best choice for you depends on your body weight, preferred sleeping position, and personal comfort preferences. But if your mattress is over 7 to 10 years old and you're consistently waking up with aches and pains, that's a pretty clear indicator it's time for an upgrade. The same principles apply to your pillow. Its primary role is to keep your head and neck properly aligned with your spine. A pillow that's too high or too low will inevitably create strain and tension in your neck. This can lead not only to persistent neck pain, but even to tension headaches. Experts recommend replacing your pillow every 1 to 2 years. Ultimately, investing in a high-quality mattress and pillow isn't just about comfort. It's a direct investment in your overall health and well-being. Next on our list is stress management. Think of stress and sleep as arch nemeses. They simply cannot coexist peacefully. When we're under stress, our bodies produce cortisol, often called the alertness hormone. It mobilizes all our resources, preparing us for a fight or flight response. This is an incredibly useful mechanism if you're actually in danger and need to escape. But when you're lying in bed, your mind racing with worries about work, bills, or health, those elevated cortisol levels simply prevent you from falling asleep. Therefore, learning to relax and let go of daily worries is a crucial skill for restful sleep. Find your own methods for managing stress. For some, keeping a journal might work. Try writing down everything that's bothering you before bed. This simple act can help offload those anxieties from your mind. For others, meditation and breathing exercises, which we've mentioned before, are highly effective. Even just 10 to 15 minutes of quiet meditation can significantly reduce stress levels. Your hobbies, whether it's knitting, drawing, or listening to your favourite music, are also powerful stress relievers. The key is to discover what specifically helps you transition from on-alert mode to calm mode before you get into bed. Let's take a closer look at your bedroom temperature. It might seem like a minor detail, but it plays a huge role in the quality of our sleep. Our bodies are incredibly intelligent. Our sleep-wake cycles are closely linked to thermoregulation. That's your body's temperature regulation. To fall asleep easily and sleep deeply, our core body temperature needs to drop slightly. This natural drop signals to your brain that it's nighttime and time to rest. If your bedroom is too hot, your body struggles to cool down. It expends extra energy trying to cool itself, causing you to sweat, toss and turn. This makes your sleep shallow and fragmented. You might wake up feeling thirsty or simply uncomfortable. Conversely, being too cold isn't good either. Your body will expend energy trying to warm up, your muscles might tense, making it impossible to fully relax. You might even shiver or curl up in your sleep, which also disrupts its quality. That's why finding that sweet spot is so crucial. Most sleep experts agree that the ideal sleep temperature is between 18 and 20 degrees Celsius, or 64 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Before bed, make sure to ventilate your room to let in some fresh, cool air. If you have an air conditioner or climate control, use them to maintain a comfortable temperature throughout the night. This simple action will help your body properly prepare for deep, restorative rest. Let's talk about light, but this time, the morning kind. Natural morning sunlight is an incredibly powerful tool for fine-tuning our internal body clocks. As soon as you wake up, your first move should be to head straight for the window. Pull back the curtains, open the blinds. Let in as much daylight as you can. If possible, step out onto a balcony or simply stand by an open window for a few minutes. Why is this so important? When bright morning light hits your retina, it sends a powerful signal to your brain. It's morning! Time to wake up! This signal triggers a cascade of processes. First, it dramatically suppresses the production of melatonin, your sleep hormone. Second, it stimulates the production of serotonin and cortisol, two hormones that help you feel alert and energetic. But here's the really fascinating part. That morning dose of light not only helps you wake up, but it also helps you sleep better in the evening. Consistently getting bright light in the morning helps to cement and stabilize your circadian rhythm. Your body begins to more clearly differentiate between day and night. Then, in the evening, as darkness falls, your body will more readily and promptly kickstart melatonin production, preparing you for a good night's sleep. So, by embracing the dawn, you're effectively setting yourself up for a restful evening sleep. Let's move on to another crucial topic: how medications can impact your sleep. Many older adults regularly take various prescriptions to maintain their health. What many don't realise is that some of these can have side effects that directly interfere with sleep. The list of medications that can do this is quite extensive. For instance, some high blood pressure medications, particularly beta blockers, can lead to insomnia or even nightmares. Certain antidepressants, on the other hand, can either disrupt your sleep or make you feel excessively drowsy. Even common over-the-counter cold and allergy medications, especially those containing pseudoephedrine, are stimulants that can make it difficult to fall asleep. And diuretics, if taken in the evening, can lead to frequent nighttime bathroom trips. So, what should you do? First and foremost, never stop taking any prescribed medication without consulting your doctor. Doing so can be dangerous for your health. The right approach is to have an open and honest conversation with your healthcare provider. If you've noticed that your sleep problems began or worsened after starting a new medication, make sure to bring it up. Your doctor might be able to adjust your dosage, alter the timing of your medication, such as taking a diuretic earlier in the day, or suggest an alternative that doesn't impact your sleep so significantly. It's crucial to pay close attention to your body and never hesitate to discuss any concerns you have with your healthcare provider. Let's dive into what sleep debt is and how it builds up. Many of us might think, "Oh, I didn't get enough sleep tonight. I'll just catch up tomorrow." Unfortunately, our bodies don't work like a bank account where you can simply pay off your debt the next day. Imagine for a moment that every single night you're missing out on an hour or two of the sleep you truly need. That deficit doesn't just vanish. It stacks up, piles on, gradually turning into what we call sleep debt or sleep deprivation. And the deeper that debt gets, the more serious the consequences become. Initially, you might notice daytime sleepiness, increased irritability, and difficulty concentrating. It becomes harder to absorb new information, make quick decisions. Your reaction time slows down significantly, which can be incredibly dangerous, especially when driving. But if sleep deprivation becomes chronic, the consequences escalate even further. Your immune system weakens, making you more susceptible to colds and other illnesses. Your metabolism gets disrupted, potentially leading to weight gain, and an increased risk of developing conditions like diabetes. Blood pressure can rise, putting extra strain on your heart and blood vessels. That's why it's crucial to take your sleep seriously. It's not wasted time, it's a vital, restorative process. Trying to save time by cutting back on sleep is akin to trying to save money by putting cheap, low-grade fuel into a high-performance, expensive car. Sooner or later, that's going to lead to major problems or even a breakdown. Prioritize your sleep and make sure you're getting enough quality rest every single night. And now, for a fact, that should be a powerful motivator to prioritize good sleep. Quality rest literally slows down the aging process. Many of us spend a fortune on anti-aging creams and treatments, yet overlook the most potent, completely free elixir of youth available to everyone. It's during those crucial deep phases of sleep that our bodies undergo essential processes of restoration and renewal. During this time, the production of growth hormone kicks into high gear. In adults, this hormone isn't about growing taller, but rather about incredible cell regeneration. It actively helps repair damaged tissues, strengthens bones and muscles. Essentially, your entire body undergoes a complete cellular overhaul. Your skin is no exception. At night, collagen production ramps up, that crucial protein responsible for your skin's firmness and elasticity. Blood circulation improves, ensuring skin cells get ample oxygen and vital nutrients. This is precisely why a good night's sleep leaves us looking fresher and more youthful. Conversely, chronic sleep deprivation leads to a dull complexion, prominent dark circles under the eyes, and accelerates the formation of wrinkles. But aging isn't just about how you look. Deep sleep also plays a pivotal role in your brain's health. While you sleep, your brain actively flushes out toxic proteins that build up during the day. The accumulation of these substances is strongly linked to an increased risk of age-related neurodegenerative diseases. So by prioritizing your sleep, you're truly investing in your youth. both externally and internally. Let's take a closer look at the importance of silence, even if you feel noise doesn't really bother you. Many people often say, "I'm such a deep sleeper, a cannon wouldn't wake me." But research shows that even if you don't consciously wake up from external sounds, your brain still registers and reacts to them. Any noise, be it a passing car, a barking dog, or a loud conversation next door, is interpreted by your brain as a potential signal of danger. Even while you're asleep, your brain continues to scan your surroundings. Upon detecting a sudden sound, it triggers a micro-awakening. You might not even be aware of it. You don't open your eyes, and you certainly won't remember it the next morning. But these brief awakenings disrupt your sleep architecture. They pull you out of deep restorative sleep stages into shallower, less restful ones. As a result, even if you slept the recommended 7 to 8 hours, you might still wake up feeling like you haven't rested at all. Your sleep was fragmented and broken, meaning your body didn't get to complete all the essential stages of recovery. This is precisely why creating the quietest possible environment in your bedroom is so crucial. If complete silence isn't achievable, consider using earplugs. Alternatively, try white noise, a monotonous sound, such as a running fan or a dedicated app, which can mask sharper but disruptive noises. By establishing this acoustic comfort, you'll allow your brain to genuinely experience truly deep, restorative rest. And now for our final yet crucial practical tip. Don't just lie awake in bed. We've all been there, right? You get into bed, but sleep just won't come. You start tossing and turning, checking the clock, counting down the hours until you have to get up. The more you try to force yourself to sleep, the more anxious you become, and sleep slips further and further away. The problem is that by staying in bed when you can't sleep, you start creating a harmful association. Your brain begins to link your bed not with rest, but with anxiety and the struggle against insomnia. This is where the 20-minute rule comes in. If you can't fall asleep within that time frame, don't torture yourself by just lying there. Get out of bed and go to another room. Do something calm and monotonous. Read a physical book in dim light, or listen to soothing music. Crucially, avoid your smartphone and don't turn on the TV. The bright light and stimulating information will only make things worse. Only return to bed when you genuinely feel sleepy again, when your eyes are starting to droop. This method helps break that vicious cycle of anxiety and retrain your brain with a simple, powerful equation: bed equals sleep. And here it is, the moment of truth. What's truly fascinating is how interconnected all these rules are. They're not just isolated tips, but an entire system working in harmony. Neglecting even one can undermine all your efforts with the rest. It turns out that quality sleep isn't just about rest. It's an active investment in your health, longevity, and overall well-being. And that's a real eye-opener when you realise just how much truly depends on you. We've covered 8, and arguably even more, crucial rules that will significantly improve your sleep quality. Remember, good sleep isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Tell us in the comments, which of these tips did you find most surprising? Or perhaps you have your own secret for a good night's sleep.